Morning, folks. It's Creeps, and it's July 2nd. It's day 2 of the Great American Heatwave. It is also it all feels like it's in the 90s already. It's not quite 11 o'clock. It's last I checked it was 89. Felt like 88. So that was a little bit ago. It was about an hour and a half ago. We're ordering groceries for curbside pickup up, so we can just go get them and come back. And we are also waiting for. It's a good thing we didn't go to CVS yesterday because they did not have prescriptions for Crow ready. So we're waiting to hear from them before we go back there. But it is really hot. Like, I'm beginning to sweat. I've been out here, I guess, about 10 minutes. And it's not so hot that I was immediately sweating, but I am now. And it's a little uncomfortable. So, time to get into the indoor things, take a rest in the coolness. I got to get Noodle out of the cage, my little urchin. And yeah, so, how about joining me, huh? Okay, so anyway, it feels like 110. I'm out here. I like to sit out here for a few minutes. I might try to even sit out a little longer, but I have lost track of time, which is normal, and I need to fix us some lunch food. Groceries will be ready to pick up between 4 and 5. CVS is going to deliver Crow's um, prescriptions, so we don't have to go to CVS at all, which is fun. There's one thing: we gotta stop at the bank, gotta put some cash in, and we go to the grocery store, pick the stuff up. It's gonna be hot, but we'll be in the car. I have Noodle out today, and that's always a good, fun thing. Um, but anyway, yeah. What's it like where you are? Where are you, and what's going on? I'm worried about friends of mine that I have in Nashville. I understand that it's going to be in the 110s there this week, but that's the temperature. So, what would a heat index for something like that be? Like, I'm actually probably going to be watching the weather guys um, over this next little bit to really see what happens. I'm worried about our homeless people. Um, I'm worried about elderly people. I'm a senior. I'm 64 years old. The sun is not my friend. In fact, the sun is my enemy. I don't like to think of it that way because I love being outside in the summer, but it is what it is. So I'm eyeing the grill over there. I have a charcoal grill, and we haven't used it yet, but it's a holiday weekend, right? What do you do on 4th of July weekend? You you cook out, you grill out, right? Too hot. Even if it was a gas one where I just turn it on, turn it off, it's too hot. Sitting in the full sun. And I'd rather cook over charcoal than gas. A time is the only good factor of a gas grill, just being able to turn it on and cook immediately. But there's something about smoke from a charcoal grill that you can't get anywhere else. And now they make all those little wood chip things you stick in there, and you can smoke your meat while you're cooking it. So lots of fun ahead for there. Probably, unless we get a cold front and it's in the 80s, and feels like something in the 80s. Yeah, it might be fall before we get into that. Okay, well, that's it for this little segment. Here we are. Crow and I are here in the car. We are pulling out of the driveway, and we are headed, like I said, to the bank, grocery store, and I believe that's it, right? And then we're driving through both of them. We're not going in anywhere. and we will be trying to do this as quickly as possible without being unsafe. And away we go. Here we are. Crow and I are here in the car. We are pulling out of the driveway, and we are headed, like I said, to the bank, grocery store, and I believe that's it, right? And then we're driving through both of them. We're not going in anywhere, and we will be trying to do this as quickly as possible without being unsafe. And away we go. Okay, we're at the bank. Bank is closed. It's 4:18. I guess they close at 4. I thought they were open like till 5 now. Back in the day, the bank closed at 3. It was only open until 5 on Friday, which didn't do any good because nobody got off until 5. But, yeah. Anyway, Crow's going to deposit through the ATM and is waiting in the car because there's a person there doing something. And they didn't want to stand out in the heat waiting, which I don't blame them because I just checked. 98 feels like 111. The good news is it's 4:19, which means that the sun is starting to make its descent down. It will disappear, and a lot of the heat with it. Not all of it, unfortunately. And the monsters are coming out. Problem was there was a steady stream of people that were going in, and Crow can't really stand in the sun that long waiting for, things to open. Cut my hair. Me in a mirror and a pair of scissors. And a few weeks ago, unless somebody cut it, but it had to go. It was, I guess I have 40-year-old hair. It's weird now. Still thick. Getting some good gray, too. So, yeah, Crow is taking care of that. And I'm going to get off of here now so that I can keep an eye on them. Because I don't know what's going on or who else around here might be. I hate ATMs, especially when you're in a place like this where there's not a lot of other business, like the highways over there, but you can barely see the cars through the trees. There's doctors' offices that way, but there's not really that many. You can reach those offices either from this end or the end over there. So I'm here keeping the flow going, and I want to make sure Crow doesn't collapse in there because I can't imagine how hot it must be. But we got groceries. They came out, they put them in the car for us. It was epic. Now we go home, take care of that. Put all the foods away. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That was close. So happy to have a place to be able to bunker out. It reminds me of the old days in the 80s when we'd go to the parish's house because they were the only people that in town that had cable on our street. And MTV was a brand new thing. What is this guy doing?
I'm not sure.
All right, well, is there anybody even in it? Those are nice tires, too. So, yeah, we would go down into their basement and watch MTV and, other things. We would, just sit there and get high and watch videos all day long. It was fun. But it was dark down there because it was the basement. There weren't really any windows. So, if Lordy turned out the lights, it was dark. And we watched in the dark a lot. It was fun. So, that was back in the days, the early days, when there was only one MTV and they only played music. I became, in my later years, a fan of VH1. And
VH1 had alternative stuff.
yeah, VH1 was good, and they had good documentaries. They had good videos. It was fun. He's turn it on in the morning to catch new music, you know. Now I have to go to YouTube. Well, formerly Spotify. Crow has convinced me to give up my Spotify account, which I love, and get a YouTube account. If we got the family YouTube thing, music, it would be cheaper altogether than both of us having a separate thing. So, you know, it's only music. And honestly, I went around and looked around in there in YouTube music, and I liked what I saw. Actually, it didn't take me long, probably less than 5 minutes, where I turned to Crow and said, "Okay, let's do it." I don't like change so much all the time because it rattles me, but change is good most of the time. Things have to change. The only thing that doesn't change is that everything changes. The house I grew up in did not have air conditioning. Nobody had air conditioning. They didn't even include it as a thing back then in the early 60s. And then the second house, wait, what was I talking about?
Houses not having air.
Oh yeah. Our second house, air conditioning was an option. And Mom went for it because why not? But my car, which I didn't get until we were in that second house, I had a 1980 Chevy Chevette, brand new off the lot for $5,500, which seemed like so much money back then. And wait, I keep losing my track of things.
Air conditioning houses.
Oh yeah.
Now the first
Oh
house
yes.
didn't have it. The second house.
It was an option. Third house my parents moved into, air conditioning just came. It was that's just the way they made them. Okay, so my car in 1980 did not have uh, air conditioning. I don't. I never in that car ever thought I needed air conditioning. You rolled down the windows and blasted the tunes, and you drove around. Um, I have had air conditioning now in most every car I've had since then. And I don't think they make cars anymore without it. It's like the houses, but it it is definitely a marker that the environment is changing, whether we want to believe it or not. Um, you know, and the question is what kind of world do you want to leave your kids? I don't know. All right, let's go in the house. Okay, well, we're home. It is going on 5:30. It's like 25 after or something. It is 98 degrees, and it feels like 112. That's a. What was that? I don't know what that was. Are you okay, Sally? What is your problem? What is your major malfunction? I don't know. Uh, I love this dog. So yeah, it's hot. I'm just sitting here. I am under the canopy, so I'm not under direct sunlight. The sun is going down. It'll be interesting to see, like in the next hour, if it goes up and down. Very possible that I'm going to go in and crash because we were out for a little bit. We went to the bank. We had to get out of the car. Unexpectedly, we went to pick up the groceries, and I had to get out of the car to actually put them in the car because there were two of us there at the same time, and the guy in the other car was being a jerk. So I let him just help him, and I loaded the car so we could go, and we did. We got back here and we had to carry the bags in. Now, we're not talking about hours in the sun, but this is what I mean when I say the sun is not my friend, and the heat, especially. And somebody wants me to throw this. All right, I'm going to throw it one time, okay? Too damn hot for that. Okay, dog is taken care of. And yeah, as I was saying, it's very possible I'm going to go in the house now. I'm going to crash, and I might not be able to record anything else. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. If anything else happens, I'll tag it on the end. Um, but yeah, thank you for watching. Um, if you enjoy yourself, do all the things. Helps me out. Helps me to help you out. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.